What is up, everybody? Sonic Ryan 9 here, and welcome back to Countdown to Crash. Today, it's finally happened, folks. We finally hit the most controversial part of the Crash Bandicoot series. When Radical Entertainment decided to take the Crash series in a radical new direction. See what I did there? Yes, folks, today we're doing a casual look at Crash of the Titans for the Xbox 360. Yes, when this game was first released, it met with very mixed opinions. There were some people who thought it was alright, and then there were others who absolutely hated this game, especially the Crash Bandicoot fanbase, because it didn't feel like a Crash Bandicoot game. It felt like, well, a brawler. Something that's not really, meant for Crash, but in my opinion, I think the game is alright, but I shall state my opinion whilst we play, so here we go. By the way, there's no subtitles, so unfortunately, I apologise if you can't hear.
Episode 1, A New Hop.
Crash! Help me get this gizmo working! At long last, the world will have a way to recycle butter!
Hey, stop it!
Hey, that was a good one! Okay, hand me the transpalooper. The purple thingy.
Oh! Ra-da-da!
Is this thing on? Yeah? Ha ha! I'm back, babies! Surrender to Cortex!
Mika, sucker!
Hey, genius, I can't actually hear you. I'm really far away, and I'm flying like a hovercraft or something.
I will deal with them. I have been fighting evil for many centuries.
What? You don't even got a body!
Help!
Crash! Help!
Oh!
I'm off to do bad things! Ta-ta!
I'm just gonna stay here a while.
Crash. To walk or run, simply move the left stick. To jump, press the A button. Press the A button again while in the air to perform a double jump.
So yeah, as you can see, we're in a drastically different gameplay style where the camera is fixed, shall we say. solid. And this is a game that introduced the fact that Crash can now punch and perform combo attacks. Something that has never really made an appearance in a Crash game until now. Also, you'll notice that the Crash Bandicoot characters have received well, I shouldn't say radically different designs, but redesigns. Which is a very controversial, how should I put it? Controversial discussion series for the Crash series thing. As in, it's very controversial if you mention anything positive about Crash of the Titans, because you will probably be
Press the X button to
roasted
smash
/
collect
you
magical
know,
mojo. The more you
attacked
collect,
by
the more
many Crash
powerful you
fans,
become.
all because you like Crash of the Titans. Personally, I think this game is okay. I don't hate it by any means, but as a Crash game, it's not a Crash game, okay? It's flat out, it's a 3D brawler. But does that make it a bad thing? In my opinion, no. Just because the gameplay has been changed differently from predecessors doesn't make it bad. It could be, you know, different in a good way. It could add variety. In this case, it's just okay. By the way, Crash does have his traditional spin, but the problem is with the spin, A, it's different to do, because you've got to spin in place and then press X, and B, you have to unlock the ability to spin, unlike previous games where we had the spin from the start. So, yeah, kind of weird how they've done that, in my opinion, but nevertheless. Anyway, in terms of moves, Crash has a 3-hit combo, and he also has a strong attack. So a light punch, heavy punch. Not exactly the most advanced stuff in terms of the combat game, but it works. As you can also tell, we're picking up new collectibles, and they're not waterproof. These are Mojo Orbs, and basically you will see that they're going towards the middle, the top of the middle on the screen. That blue circle, that is your Mojo upgrade circle. When the Mojo upgrade circle fills, you will learn a new move, or like your improved stats, so, you know, longer spin time, stronger moves, etc. And you never know, I may actually end up doing that during this video, I may not. But anyway. Graphics-wise, the game looks alright. I mean, this is... I forget what year this came out in. It looks decent for what it is. And this was one of the first games to... One of the first Crash games on the next generation of hardware, being the Xbox 360. You know, but what's weird is, while it did come out on the 360, they never made a PS3 port, even though this also came out on the Wii and PS2, which is odd. In fact, they never made a Crash Bandicoot PS3 title until Skylanders Imaginators, which is really odd in my opinion. I would have thought they would have brought this title to the PlayStation system, being that they did it for Crash for the original trilogy, and then, you know, they released a bunch of Crash titles on PS2. I would have thought they would have continued that trend. Anyway, we're in a bonus game now, which we've got to collect a certain amount of Mojo. In terms of Mojo, it has to be the screen time. We might be lucky and actually be able to do it, we might not. Come on! Yay, we did it! Just barely too. I love how they barely give you enough. All these Mojo. I think it's good Mojo, I think it's all. Anyway. So anyway, I guess I should talk about my opinions on the redesigns of the characters, especially for characters like Crash, Cortex, Coco, Crunch, Aku, Uko, etc. Characters like Crash, I mean, okay, Crash, style Crash, I think he looks fine to a point. I don't think tattoos really suit Crash, in my opinion. I don't think that really, in my opinion, it doesn't really suit him. But that's just me. Maybe they were trying to make him look cool. You know, oh, what do kids like these days? Oh, tattoos. Give Crash tattoos. You know. But the rest of him, besides the tattoos, the rest of him looks fine. You know, he's recognisable. He's Crash. I can easily recognise him as Crash Bandicoot, even though he has like slightly different head and hair and everything. But whatever. Cortex looks thinner in terms of his head. He doesn't look like square-shaped head.
Destroying all of them earns you greater rewards.
He looks really off, in my opinion. That goes for like Nina and Coco. Again, I mean, I can recognise them as Nina and Coco, but they don't. In some reason, they just don't look right. I would talk about Crunch, but he's barely in this game. He appears in the opening cutscene, and at the end of the game because he's frozen in like an ice ray thing. So yeah, we barely see Crunch, but from what we see of him, he looks mediocre, really. Like, you barely see him, so I can't really talk much about him. Aku is again okay, fine. I mean he's recognisable as Aku as the mask, but you know, he looks off. It's Uka who I have the major issues with. Uka looks nothing like his original design, and that really bothers me. His design is like, what the heck? You can actually see him in the red mist up there. That's Uka. Looks nothing like the original Uka. I mean, if you look at him, he just looks like he's jacked up on some sort of juice or something. I don't know. He just looks really off. That's just me. Probably there's the other people who agree with me. And if you agree with me, that's fine. If you disagree with me, that's fine also. I don't mind. Anyway, we picked up a power-up which allows us to basically defeat enemies in one hit. But since there were no enemies, it was kind of useless.
Thank you, Crash. My powers were useless against them. Dark magic is behind these creatures. Strange things are afoot.
Oh?
Yes, I know I don't have feet. Let's just go already.
Crash,
Hold the right
which
trigger
gives us
to
the
use
ability
these
to block,
enemy attacks.
as well as another ability which I should mention when we get to a certain point in this level. I believe it's in this level. I don't remember. Like I say, I haven't played Crash of the Titans for a long while because I've literally had no real reason to come back to this. Here we go. So here we have one of the Titans in the game, and with this is one of the main controversies behind the game. So first you got to knock out the Titan by punching him, by doing different moves. Then once he's stunned, you press B, and you take control of his Titans. And you can use their different moves to take out enemies or so forth. So on. Now I will admit, it is pretty cool in some areas when you have the ability to take control of some of these titans, especially like the really powerful ones. But again, it really doesn't. Again, it really doesn't suit Crash, but if it plays well, I don't mind. And this is just repetitive, in my opinion. You're just pressing the one button over and over again. And you can do the moves, but on these enemies, the simple punch just does wonders to them. Why would I use any other moves?
Oh
We've nearly upgraded Crash.
I am banana-funny.
And then you can literally jack from one to yay, new move. The chin tickler. Alrighty. And then basically the upgrade circle restarts again from the beginning again until you upgrade. Oh god, there's 3 of them. Hello. And obviously we see our goal, what we're supposed to do. Ow. Very simple. Biscuit, there we go. This is probably the best way to regain health. Just keep switching from mutants to mutants. That's enough. Let's go ahead and boom! And thus the tree falls down and we can move on. And depending on how well you do in the level will depend on the type of ranking you get. So I think there's bronze, silver and gold for each level. You've got to defeat all the enemies in the level, all the minions. Destroy 3 spy bots that are hidden throughout each level. And you've got to try and get a high enough combo. And that's how you get your different grades for like the different levels. For that level we got a silver, which is not bad. And depending on how well you do, it'll give you you can get different unlockables, like you can unlock information on the different characters you face up against.
These little guys were...
Like the different mutants, and you can even unlock different skins for Crash. Too bad there's no classic Crash skin, but whatever. Oh, so you get different skins from... Okay. And you actually also view Crash's stats. So say he's got 2 stars on health, 3 stars on spin time, and 3 stars in slide time. There are 27 upgrades for Crash, but yeah, let's do episode 2.
Episode 2, a succumbing to age story.
Yep, there's probably going to be a ton of puns, especially for like the different the episode names. And here we have one of the big guys. Dude, just keep it in your fur, dude. I didn't want to see that.
You've got a free jack. This
Free
concentrated
jack.
blast of mojo magic lets you stun any
The free
enemy
jack
with
is
one
almost
blow.
the equivalent of kicking someone in the balls, like literally, someone kicking them in the nuts. It's a nice feeling. Anyway, but like an elephant. Well, it's not really an elephant. I don't even know what this thing is, but it's got tusks. Ooh!
Big to big, boy.
Ow! And I'm gonna jack you. That just sounds wrong when I say that. I can't combo any moves with this guy. It's just 2 moves and then it stops. By the way, with the free jack power up, you actually do moves slightly faster, which is really weird. Anyway, over here. Man, that fox ran off real quick. Don't expect me to remember the names of all these mutants, because I don't really remember them. Anyway, let's jack this guy. I think this thing, actually I think this name's called Snipe. It shoots projectiles. So, randomly slow-mo for some reason. Also to note with the projectile mutants, you can actually, if you hold I think the block button, your retinal will appear, so then you can choose where you want to shoot, which is really helpful. I can, nice. There we go. Duper duper derp. And here we get to learn the valuable rule of wall jumping. Also, I think I'm going to skip over all the mojo challenges because
Jump up with the A
I really
button,
don't care
then
about them.
Push
to be
against the
honest.
wall and press the A button to go even higher.
Wow. And also in the air, you can actually do this hover move by tapping the X button, which I think he's probably going to mention right now. Or not. Fair enough.
Oh, the physics of him being married is tremendous. Where's he off to now?
Also, if you're wondering why I'm stopping spinning, it's because if you keep spinning, Crash actually gets dizzy and makes you become vulnerable.
Great warning toads.
Hey, Minion Master. And onward we will go. Damn. And we got a bronze. Woo. Right, I think I'm going to show off one of the boss levels, I think they're called. It's this one. because in this one it's really short because half of it's platforming to trying to get to the boss, and then you face
Episode
off against one
4.
of the boss mutants.
Temple of Zoom.
Funny pun. So yeah, this will probably be the last level I do, and then I will end the episode, really. So, you know. Again, I don't mind this game. This game is harmless enough, in my opinion. There are a lot of Crash fans get very angry when they hear someone who says, "Oh, Crash of the Titans is alright," but honestly, guys, it's not as bad as you guys say. The only reason you guys don't like it is because, well, it's because you guys think it killed Crash. It's because, oh, Crash, this game isn't a Crash title, ergo, I don't like it. Something like that. Which, really, that's just, it's just shallow argument when I hear people say, "Oh, I don't like Crash of the Titans because it killed my childhood." And I'm just like, really? Are you kidding me? This is the game that killed off your childhood? It's not that bad. It's just mediocre. Really. But hey, if that's really you guys' opinion, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you in any way. Anyway, let's break down this wall. Boom! Also, being that I'm playing this on the 360 and this is an actual 360 game, hopefully we won't have any technical issues this time around. Hopefully we'll actually be able to play this, without having to deal with technical issues. Which would be great, you know? I'd love that. Even if the game is just mediocre.
It's not good. It's a thing that's not good.
Just let you guys die. Flip Sane. There we go. Jesus. By the way, guys, if you guys check out the PlayStation Network store and you digitally pre-ordered Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy, you guys should be getting those pre-orders very soon, or you know, at least have access to them, because I checked the PlayStation store recently and you know, it's there, it's available, you can use them. Anyway, let's go! We're using the Art of the Board grind, in which we basically use Aku Aku's face as a board. Why does he just go with him? I'm sure that would be so painful to your face if you're... It's kind of like Twin Sanity with the way it handled it, where you literally use Cortex as a board, as like a snowboard. But with this, it's the mask. Maybe the mask doesn't feel any pain. Maybe that's the reason why he so begrudgingly allows Crash to do this. Maybe. That's just me speculating. You can also actually attack enemies while you're doing this, which is fun. Die, minions! I think this was one of my favourite levels when I was younger, just for the sole reason that you got to go fast in this game. You got to go fast. Yeah. Sorry, sometimes I mess up my words, sometimes that I have to repeat myself. Anyway, let's go! Whee! You also get loads of mojo in there. Whew! I can barely see from the motion blur. Careful here. Whee! Now going straight into a grind. Excuse me again. Woo! Whoa. Okay, that was awesome. Alright. We should be heading towards the boss now, I think. Because these are like challenge rooms. And here we are. We have reached the top of the Mojo Tower, and there is Cortex's blimp, stealing all the good Mojo. Let's go. Yeah, we're coming to you. We're coming for you. Let's go!
Crash, you gullible fool! You walked right into my trap. Now I'll have you and the mojo.
Cortex, why do you keep doing stuff like this?
Well, actually, it's pretty fun. You should try it. You know, riding around in huge rumbling machines and whatnot. Very stimulating. Uka taught me a new process called mojo mutations. I will use the stolen mojo to create a huge army of loyal mutants. Not rejects like you guys.
You jerk.
But best of all, I will use this army to construct a mighty robot, the largest doomsday device I've ever built. I will smash Wumpa Island, then take over the world. And I shall call this robot the Doominator!
No! That name sucks!
Cortex, deal with Crash and my pathetic brother. I will take the mojo and Bandicoot female back to our base.
Still not a fan of Uka Uka's design. Really don't. We've got a boss battle on our hands against this giant squid creature monster.
This isn't going well.
What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use this this jack and basically deal damage towards.
Bandicoot's in my special place! Why won't you let me take over the world?
Ew, please, Cortex, don't talk about your special place. For the love of God, I don't want to know about that.
Tiny brains for that.
There we go, and now we take control of the big guy.
Too little.
Ow. Son of a biscuit. There we go. And now we take out Cortex.
You stop doing that already, both reprobates. Quit it! I trusted you.
Boom! You son of a biscuit.
I've got you.
Frozen! And I can't get up! Stop it! Stop it! Just die! Stop it! Jesus Christ! Go away.
Still smashing you.
How did you get past that? There we go, take out that.
You were my favorite.
son of a biscuit. Jesus Christ. Alright, you're dead. And you're missing.
Oh, I feel something tickling me.
There we go. Cortex is down. Scott, not saxophone. I've completely forgotten.
You think you've won, you furry simpleton? Well, Uka Uka got away with the mojo and your sister. You'll never find them in time. The next time you see me, Crash, I'll be controlling a world-conquering robot. Oh, I love to laugh.
Come on, Crash. We're gonna get Coco back. Crash, we must stop them. We have to follow Cortex and find out where they've taken Coco. Oh, him, yeah. Leave him here, I guess. He seems okay.
That was ridiculous and appalling. You failed to destroy Crash Bandicoot.
I don't see what the big deal is. We got away with the mojo and Crash's sister.
I got away with the mojo, and the big deal is that Crash Bandicoot is still alive. Cortex, I'm going to replace you.
Thank you, Master.
You can't replace me. My name's on the stationery.
That's right, tough guy. Unless you want to buy on the stationery, you'll respect the Master.
It's really nice stationery, too.
Oh, I know. Glossy.
Cortex, you have never been more wrong.
Thank you. What? What do you mean?
Thank you again. Hotter than the first.
Allow me to announce your replacement, Nina Cortex.
Oh, come on. He didn't even have a cup.
Take out the trash, girls. Sorry, Uncle, but it's time for some young blood to lead us to victory. And now that we have Coco, we can make her build the robot. You won't get away with this! Crash will come for me and kick your butt! Oh, I hope Crash tries. I really do. After all, I need a new fur coat. Get to work on the Doominator! Make more mutant soldiers! I want Wumpa Island smashed flat! Your hair is dumb! Oh, shut her up.
And that's what happens to Cortex. He gets replaced by Nina, who is also sporting a redesign as well. We get to see Engine and Tiny. What did they do to Tiny? Why does he look so unbuff? Why does he look like some guy in a tiger outfit? He really does. And also, he talks like not Mr. T. He talks like Mike Tyson. What the hell? Why? Why make these changes to these characters that we all know? Just, ugh. Well, anyway, guys, that's it for Crash of the Titans. That's all I really got to say about the game. The game is alright. It's just, it's not the worst thing ever in the world, guys. I think it's a decent enough game as a whole. If you like brawler games, this will probably be right up your alley. If you're a fan of Crash, but you're offended by these designs, then of course just don't play the game. But if you're not offended by the designs and you're willing to let the you're allowing yourself to play the game with the whole gameplay style shift, then sure, go ahead and play the game. It's fine enough as a game. It's definitely playable. I'd also recommend the DS version. DS version's actually more like a classic Crash Bandicoot game than, well, this ever will be. But anyway, guys, that's it for this episode of Countdown to Crash. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more, and join me next time where we will tackle the other Titans game in the series, Mind Over Mutant. Thank you, and goodbye.